So, part 2, after the destruction of part 1 by forces unknown.
No. And Blobby fell.
Blobby.
I'm probably not job.
Supposed to be on the job. All right.
Hopefully
So,
this is working.
Hopefully this is working.
Okay, so
I hope you all are joining us.
What are virtual? We'll reintroduce what virtual write-ins are.
So virtual write-ins, when they go smoothly. So if you're just kind of popping on the bandwagon now, we're giving you some writing prompts, which you can choose to take or not. But basically just some word sprints, some timed prompts, where you just kind of get as much of that word count going as possible. And I hope you guys were writing while we were trying to get the video back up, just so we really kind of get everything going.
So if you missed the first prompt we did, it was write from another point of view from your character. And then the second one, which we were doing right? I don't remember now.
I think it's over by now.
Yeah, it's over right now. So it's
writing from an inanimate objects.
Yes. Ooh.
So yeah, I think how did that one go for you?
Oh, before.
Okay, sorry.
So in the comment section, while we were having our technical difficulties, we hope you were writing. So in the comment section, please leave your word count or sentence you wrote from your inanimate object's point of view, or
maybe
your
what
story.
kind of inanimate object you were writing from the point of view of. So yeah, I think we had some comments, didn't we?
Not yet. There's
I thought there was some.
There's like, hooray, we're back. So
yay.
While we wait, we can read a quote.
Oh yeah.
So it was extremely difficult again to find a quote from a book or something that was written from an inanimate object's point of view. But then I remembered poem.
Yeah.
Mirror by Sylvia Plath is written, I guess, from a inanimate object's point of view, a mirror. Cool. And let's read this. Do you want to read?
Sure. So this is kind of the opening lines of the poem. It says, I am silver and exact. I have no preconceptions. Whatever you see, I swallow immediately, just as it is, unmisted by love or dislike. I am not cruel, only truthful, the eye of a little god, four-cornered. So, yeah, so if you're working on some poetry or a screenplay or something.
That works well.
Yeah. Yeah, so.
How'd you do on your thing?
How did I do?
Inanimate objects. What did you choose to write from?
I chose a rock. Ooh. And there is kind of this big plot occurrence that happened right there. And so I kind of cheated. I was writing from a character coming back later and saying, I wonder how the rocks did this.
Loophole though.
Yeah, I know.
You didn't specifically say.
It's true. It's true.
Like, that's how you can introduce it.
Yeah. How about you?
I wrote from a wristwatch's point of view. At first, I was like, I was more like describing what it was, and I was like, nope, that's not what we're doing. Whatever. Then I like somehow switched it, so it's like writing from that watch's point of view, and I was pleased.
Nice.
So
yeah, it can be difficult to get into the mindset sometimes. Yeah. All right, we got some comments rolling in.
But you can see it. But yeah, see us.
All right.
Okay.
So let's see.
Okay. Somebody we have.
Let's see. Jessica O got 263 words.
Awesome job.
Nice.
And let's see. Shadow Addiction wrote 490 words.
Wow.
If this computer had a name, it would most likely be Timothy. It didn't know why. It just liked the name Timothy. Oh,
cool.
Shadow Addiction said they'll they followed the prompt and plan to put it in their story.
Nice.
Awesome job. Yeah.
That's great. All right.
Let's see.
Okay. Let's see. Next one. Sure. So Shannon A. Her sentence was, you're going to think about him every single day for the rest of your life, and nothing will go back to the way it was. You're going to hate it. There's absolutely nothing you can do.
Oh,
man.
It kind of makes me sad.
I know.
Which one?
Alright.
Okay. Let me refresh.
Alright.
A
lot of comments coming in. It's hard to deal with the refreshments. Alright.
Just which one?
Let's see. FM Hornets 99 wrote 235 words. That I sat there dumbfounded. Not that I could do much else. A textbook can't exactly move on its own. I like that.
Unless it has wings, but it's a different kind of story.
Or if it's like the Beast book.
Oh my God! Yes, 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 yes. Okay, we'll move on to the next prompt.
All right.
I think that technical difficulties frazzled me.
I know.
I was like all over the place.
Trying our best. All right. Next prompt.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, so this time you're writing from a supporting or minor character's point of view.
Yeah.
And so you have your main character. Let's call them Bill, whatever.
I was ready to say Bob, but
same thing. It's
Billy Bob.
I know.
So your main character, Billy Bob.
Yes. You usually write from Billy Bob's point of view, but then you're for this prompt you're writing from like a different, not the main character's point of view.
Yeah. So maybe it's the waitress at the diner where he always goes in to get his coffee in the morning, or you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody very peripheral to the story.
Yeah. Or the kid that like stands outside as he passes by every day.
Yeah.
Calling him names.
So yeah, so pick a minor character and write from their perspective.
How they would see, you know, the main character's actions, or how they would view the world, in contrast to the main character.
Yeah.
So we'll go for 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
And let me set this up first.
Right. So again, you don't have to use the prompt if you don't want to, but it can be kind of fun to explore and hopefully help get your creative juices flowing a little bit.
Okay, we'll start the 10 minutes right now.
All right, start.
Get writing. 5 minutes left. a minute left. So get it done. Get some writing done. Oh no. Okay, time is over, so try to finish that sentence. And I'm finishing mine, so.
I know. Alright.
Hold on.
Almost done. So
Tell them what they can do when they're done.
Alright, so when you're done, feel free to put a comment in the comment box, maybe just a little snippet of what you wrote, or how many words you managed to get up in this last prompt, or maybe tell us who the minor character was that you're writing from the perspective of. I think your time's up. Like,
No! I was trying to finish, I was like, this doesn't work, this isn't perfect.
That's the point. That's the point. It doesn't have to be perfect.
That's true, but I admit that I'm a serial editor while I write, which is the worst.
We should have a support group.
I'll be crying and
Editors and
cheese.
Yeah, I know. All right.
So here's a quote that I picked from from a supporting character's point of view, which The Great Gatsby is told from
Entirely.
From Nick Carraway, who's technically a supporting character. Since Gatsby is the main figure in this. So here's the quote. He was content to be alone. He stretched out his arms toward the dark water in a curious way, and as far as I was from him, I could have sworn he was trembling. Involuntarily, I glanced seaward and distinguished nothing except a single green light. Yeah. So. Yeah, Great Gatsby.
Whoa!
Jeez!
Incoming message!
Okay. Okay.
Alright. So we just got an incoming message from Tim. This is how we usually send messages.
Yeah. Old school.
Old school.
I'm surprised it wasn't Morse code, to be honest. Yeah, okay. This is technically our last prompt, so.
Yeah. So sorry about the technical difficulties today. I hope you still enjoyed it. But I think we have some time to read a few comments.
We have lots of time to read comments.
Yeah.
So we're gonna read our fill of them, I guess, in the meantime. Okay. Any of the okay. The my bad. However you pronounce that, wrote 458 words, and said that the POV change was refreshing. That's awesome.
That's what we hoped for.
Yeah. Oh, we never talked about what we wrote from.
Yeah. So I just took a couple of minor characters that I kind of introduced before in the story and came back to them to see how they felt about the main characters and what they were doing. So,
yeah, I wrote from again, like the prompt says, the supporting character, like the main character's, like, I guess, best friend. It's tough. That was interesting. I was like, I'm totally including this in my novel. Like, it's really great.
Love it when that happens.
Let's see. Okay. This one.
Let's see. Garnet Bellio. Again, sorry if I'm butchering your name. Wrote 261 words. From the point of view of the undead birds, the main character was brought back to life.
Jeez.
Whoa.
What?
Alright, so it says they were quite irritated with the overly happy nature of the tweets from the living birds, scolding them harshly for daring to be so happy.
Oh my god, that's
Whoa.
awesome!
Sounds interesting. You have a necromancer here as your main character. That's cool.
Cool, okay. Light Fox ATG wrote 466 words and said they wrote from the bad guy's point of view while he was fighting a team of spies.
Cool.
Oh, spies! Yay!
Awesome.
Yeah. Right here.
Let's see. Hans Visser wrote 441 words and wrote from a secondary character's roommate, who I only threw in because the town otherwise seemed too small. Well, sometimes those little occurrences end up being the best thing.
Yeah. Oh, Snowy Egypt wrote 201 words and said they were really happy with that. That's awesome job. It's
Yeah,
better than
great.
0. So.
Yeah, that's what we're going for. Whatever you're happy with, and just getting those word count is kind of steadily plodding toward the end of the month here. So, let's see. Jen C. Flynn wrote 150. Said, but he knew Emmeline wasn't going to accept her fate so easily. She was a strong-willed girl. George only wanted the best for her. And she said George is the supporting character. So that's great.
Let's see. Jessica Dahl wrote 292 words with some vague sense of voyeuristic discomfort. Brad watched all the same eyes, skipping from... Oh, Brad watched all the same, eyes skipping from monitor to monitor as Leah moved toward the kitchen. And she wrote it from the security guard.
Just have a couple of security guard point of views here, I think.
Oh. Jody Ellis, 298 words, is also a serial editor. High five! Yeah! I don't know if that's a good thing to be cheering for, especially if you're like in the zone of like, I don't care, I'm gonna cheer. Never mind, forget it. I'm gonna cheer.
It's okay. It's something to overcome.
My people. Two more, I guess.
Yeah.
And we'll hang this up.
All right. Let's see.
Oh, one more. Since we need to wrap it up.
Yeah, yeah. So let's see. The prose writer wrote, oh yeah, 200 words from the point of view of Eleanor's guide, who is a wizard.
And our last one, Layla Solomon wrote that changing the POV was fun and it gave her a better view of her main character. She wrote 198 words, but she thinks it had quality.
That's
Yep,
great.
that's awesome. That's
Awesome.
the whole point of these prompts, to help you get pumped up,
Yeah.
and rethink your characters and stuff like that, or add things.
Yeah. So thank you all so much for joining us and sticking through
The technical
the
difficulties.
technical difficulties.
But we had the multiple technical difficulties we had.
Yeah.
And hopefully next week it won't be that bad.
Yeah. Maybe it was just the computer trying to see from a different point of view.
I think something's against us. Like, it knew we were too awesome.
It knew.
We're all too awesome. Just getting that
Definitely.
word count up.
We'll overcome it.
So we hope you enjoyed this write-in. And
Yeah.
if you want more point of view prompts, you could. I think last November we did a whole month of point of view. So you could look at those virtual writings from November.
Or if you missed the first half of this one, they're always archived on the YouTube page.
Yes. And we will see you guys next week. We hope the technical difficulties didn't scare you away.
Yeah.
So
All right.
let's do this.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.